I got my Calervo on.
Yeah, I changed mine too. I'm off nausea.
All right.
Alright, oh, hold on. Where's that stupid ass thing I gotta. Hold on, where is it? Um. I gotta post this little message at the beginning of every video.
What is it?
Let me find it.
Are we gonna go live?
No.
Oh, okay.
I have to find something to search for. Hold on. Maybe I have to plus into it. Hold on. There we go. One of these days I'll learn how to
You know what you do on your videos that I don't know how to do? You put chapters in. I don't know
Oh,
how to do that.
that's super quick, dude. After I post this, I'll show you. It's literally you post in the format is hours, minutes, seconds, and you separate
Yeah.
it with colons, right?
Yeah.
And then you do a dash, and then you put the name down, and then you hit enter to put the next one in, and whatever the time is with the name, YouTube will just automatically make chapters.
Oh, so it's in YouTube you do it.
Yeah, yeah, in the
You,
description box.
oh. All right. Well, I'll figure it out then. Cool.
Yeah, I'll. It's literally. I'm just gonna. I'll send you a link to one of the videos that I did chapters on.
Can I do it after it's been uploaded?
Yeah,
Change
you
it.
just go in and edit the description.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, any video that you see, like chapters in,
Yeah.
if you look down in the info box down at the bottom, you notice how you'll see like timestamps with like
Yeah.
a dash and a name. That format is what YouTube is using to make the chapters. That is actually what you have to type to make the chapters.
Cool.
And YouTube's just auto doing it.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna use the Aram Spinoza. I've been really enjoying this crap out of this weapon.
What is I don't even know what that is.
Hold on. The Aram Spinoza has a monster heavy attack multiplier. Because the heavy attack has it has the toxic prongs, if you will, the
Okay.
spines that it shoots out.
Yeah.
So where normally, um, your heavy attack would be like 250% or like 500% or 600% multiplier.
Yeah.
The total effect of heavy attack multiplier is like 5,000.
Hmm.
Like even over the Quasis, it has because the Quasis is like 3,500. It's 7,000, but it has the two separate heavy attacks back to back. So if you spam it, you'll get two. Um, the Arm Spinoza has the same thing, where instead of forced slash, it throws moddable toxin spines.
Oh,
And
cool. I want to see a video for it then.
you know, I've been thinking about it because
Yeah.
I've been getting super nasty damage with this. Like I got a Riven for it now,
Yeah.
but without the Riven, I'm getting like 9 to 10 million on like a really weak Calervo setup. So,
Okay.
but it is a dot build though. I mean, it'll still hit like.
I tried the Arca Triton.
Oh yeah.
It's not bad, but I still like the cost assist because it's quicker.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And you get that extra damage from the spooge coming off it. Technically speaking, spooge. I
Spooge.
said it first.
Spooge.
I want a quarter every time somebody says that.
Okay. How am I modifying that? Have you messed around with the Batacore augment?
No, no. I haven't cared about Nightwave. That's the Nightwave one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really cared about it lately.
Yeah, I haven't really figured out what the hell I'm doing with this. Magnetic, toxin. Okay, let's get rid of that. We'll do that. Alright, big toxin. And shred. Oof. Yeah, we're not going that long. 60% toxin shouldn't be too bad.
Oh, have you messed with the Okakure?
Yeah, that's super fun.
It is. It's like a little, just acts like a what do you call it? A nucor.
Yeah.
To me, you know what I mean. You get the same kind of damage with if you're using the arcane that we
True.
use, like encumber. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Okay, magnetic radiation, corrosive, heat, nucor. And that'll be fine. Okay. I am ready, I think. Yes.
I'm ready.
Adaptation, stretch point, flow. Yeah, good enough. Oh, what are you running for your steel charge?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can use whatever you want. You used it before. You could use corrosive projection,
Yeah, I was thinking
or you
about
could use
doing.
growing power.
You want me to take growing power? Because I was gonna do corrosive projection.
If you do growing power, I'll do growing power because then we get the bonus.
Oh, for the whatchamacallit? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
Okay.
I'll do that. All right. Let me switch it out.
Well, damn. That means I don't need. Actually,
Oh, no way. I can't. Because
why?
growing power has less points than steel charge.
Oh, rip.
And I'm tight.
All right. Let me do corrosive projection then, and you do the steel charge.
All right.
Because my Batacore is toxin. No. So not a big deal. No big. Alright, I'm just loading it up.
All right.
But yeah, no, I did a pretty thorough comparison of the new end user license agreement.
Yeah.
And no, it's most of the stuff, honestly, like that people are going to complain about is pretty standard EULA stuff. But it's the
It
behavior
is.
section where it's just completely cracked. Like, I don't know. There's got to be a reason for them to put this in. Like, I'm trying to think about it like in the most innocent way possible. Because some of this stuff literally doesn't make any sense. like, when like player conduct, some of this stuff. Access
I
or
don't know.
use them on more than one device at a time. Like, I get what the theory is for that.
I'm thinking somebody and like probably not us American type guys, but somebody maybe somewhere else has figured out a way to log in with multiple different people at the same time on the same account and farm.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like maybe use like the Chinese server or something like that.
Yeah, some kind of thing like that so that they can farm and get a bunch of the same stuff to sell. That's the only thing I can think of trying to be logical, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just
Want me to hit it?
yeah. And it's just I always try to think about it like in the most innocent. At least consider what the most innocent thing possible could be.
Yeah.
And it's just like some of this stuff is a little wild. Jeez, I just hit that guy for 6 mil. Okay, 14. So it's just... The big one is going to be... They have to adjust the Electroframe one. Like, they've literally worked with some of these companies, and they're like, oh, you can't promote or, like, endorse third-party programs. And it's like, well, what
which we've seen, like, even... I guess it's okay, but we've seen, I'll just say content creators actually do commercials for them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is like, they're probably going to recant that.
Creators. Yeah.
But like, that was literally the first thing on my mind, was like, okay, what about those guys?
Right.
Because like, I've used Electroframe, and what's the other one? I haven't used it in a while. There was another one also.
Yeah, there was 2 of them, and I used both of them for a bit. I just got to be a lot, so I just don't.
Electroframe is actually like super useful if you're looking for like random crap to sell on your account.
Yeah, because it shows you the price and everything.
Yeah, so
yeah.
Hey, I got my Sun and Moon ribbon. From
I got one too. I got one too.
No, but I specifically used Electroframe.
Oh.
To figure out what I could just like randomly sell on my account.
Yeah, cause I bought one the other day. I got one real cheap and rolled it.
Ooh, nice.
But I'm not sure that well, the disposition sucks.
Yeah, you gotta go like attack speed, like the real core high leverage like stats on it.
Yeah.
Like mine's literally like an attack speed CD ribbon, I think.
Yeah, because mine's a crit, which is not doing me much good right now.
Yeah.
I have a weird thing in this account. I get the almost like a shutter, so it's got to be in my settings. But in my other account, I don't.
What do you mean?
So this is my main account, you know, my...
Yeah.
Right. Well, in this account, sometimes when I'm playing, I'll get like that half a second where it like freezes.
Oh yeah, I get that shit too. I have no idea what's causing that.
Okay, but then it happens a lot less in my Mastery 17 account.
Really?
Yes. And I'm like, because I was playing all day over there, and then I came over here because of you, and I'm like, what is that? It's got to be some kind of setting difference.
That's interesting. Oh, you got him?
Yeah. He tried to get me with his bubble of fun.
True. But yeah, it's just... I don't know, some of this stuff is kind of scary. Like, if somebody does it, like, say, like, thinking of, like, actual laws, right? Like, if they don't want you to speed, there will be a law against speeding. Right? Like, oh, if you can't say, like, fire in a movie theater is the example, right?
Right.
There is a law specifically for something like that, and it's listed out. There's nothing... Now, granted, a end-user license agreement isn't a law, right? Clearly. Mm-hmm. Oh, great. Mariah. I don't need... But the fact is it is a contractual agreement. And the only thing that's like really nice about it is EULAs are so difficult to enforce in the US. Like in terms of like what you can actually get somebody to do, because it's not an actual contract. Like you didn't sign it knowingly. In terms of like you have a lawyer present, and that's the big thing. If the EULA required you to have a lawyer present, it would be completely different. But if you don't have a lawyer present, it is a complete pain in the ass to get something to stick. Like, have you ever heard of like prenups for married couples?
Yeah.
Where they get thrown out?
Yeah.
After like the guy or the girl made like tons of money or something? How you prevent prenups from getting thrown out is by making it so the other spouse has to have an attorney explain what it legally means. That prevents that. So like prenups written on like a napkin, right? Like Spielberg's a big example of that. But if he had made her sign it after her getting an attorney, it would have stuck 100%. That's what's causing them to get thrown out. And a EULA is kind of the same thing. Because it's like it's a contract. Well, it's like, because if somebody doesn't understand what something means, but they sign it anyway, like they can say, oh, well, you signed it. It's like, well, it's a contract, more or less.
That, and they don't give you an option not to sign it when you play the game.
But it's all, yeah, that too. But like
I've already invested 10 years of playing this game.
Yeah.
How am I not going to sign that to play what I've invested in for 10 years?
No, and that's part of the thing is like I can understand how some people would feel like if they really have issues with something. It's like, oh, you have the right to change the EULA, but there's also the understanding that you won't change the EULA so drastically that I wouldn't have wanted to play your game had it been this EULA.
10 years ago.
Yeah, like if they had shown you this end user license agreement 10 years ago, would you have picked Warframe up at all?
Probably not.
That's what I'm saying, is like they changed it so much. I know a lot of people, like even in the comment section, were saying, oh man, looks like it might be time for a break.
I know, it's like entrapment.
Yeah, that's part of the thing.
You already have a captive. You're forcing your audience. They have no choice now. Got him?
Yep. Okay, the Spinoza's not good against acolytes. Well, I mean, I also didn't have stacks on my combo counter.
I noticed there was another weapon I was using too that didn't do quite as good with the acolyte. But I think that was the thing about the cost assist is it's got the radiation, viral, and corrosive,
Okay.
which just melts an acolyte. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Because the Arca Triton has more damage.
Yeah,
But
true.
It's like mainly impact, right? I think so.
Yeah, what is it? Like 2/3 impact,
And
a
little
third
bit of
slash or something.
Yeah, yeah.
I know impact is the stat you want to roll off.
Yeah, if you can. Seems like my combo counter's not staying up. I wonder if I'm using the right cost assist build today. Oh, well.
But now let me look at this thing real quick. There were a couple things I wanted to bring up specifically where it was like that kind of doesn't make any sense. Like the bugs is a big one. Like, okay, so obviously people post like meme builds and whatnot for like bugs.
Right.
But okay, here's the other side to that argument. What if they just released stuff that wasn't buggy? Like, it's in a released product.
Right.
He's not making, like, clearly they're talking about, like, 2 individuals in the YouTube community.
Right. But
he's not forcing the game.
What's to stop them? Listen, I've made videos with bugs in them.
Yeah, same.
And I know I'm not important, but what's to stop them from saying, right, what's to stop them from saying, well, hey, you're not allowed to make that video because it's in our EULA. You're not allowed to make videos about bugs. Do you know why I make videos about bugs?
So they get attention and get
exactly
patched.
So that they get fixed. Because putting a complaint into DE, and I love this game, and I like the people at DE, so I'm not trying to shit talk them. But shit like that takes months. If it ever gets resolved.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So making a video about it, if it gets exposure, you're more likely to get something done about it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying go and shit talk DE, especially now that EULA's out. Don't I never would approve of people just shit talking all over DE. But you have the right to say what's real in reality.
Yeah, true.
Especially
if they release it. Like, if that's the thing, is that they released it. Yeah. Whatever he's coming up with, he's not using, like, a hacked console or something.
I was here playing the day they said it's no longer in beta, and 10 years later, here we are, still in beta.
Was there actually a day where they're like, oh, we're no longer in beta?
Yeah, yeah.
Or was it alpha?
No, alpha was before. If I played in alpha, it would say alpha player on my account, not founder.
Okay.
Ooh. Got me.
Mirror. I've only seen one player with the alpha tag.
Oh, I forgot. I'm in my big account. I could have just zapped out of it. I forgot. Yeah, it'll say closed beta. Closed beta or alpha, which I was not in closed beta. I was in normal beta.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I missed it by like a week. But no, I know what you're saying. Like, it's kind of hard to talk about bugs. Like, if there's like something that's clearly not intended, but the one that pops up to my mind is like there was a video made. I'm gonna keep the guy anonymous, but people are clearly gonna know who the hell it is.
Oh, right, of course.
But there was a guy that made a video about Wukong when you helmet on Gauss's helmet on him, on Wukong, caused him to like hyper stack Thermal Sunder and was literally doing damage cap in like 5-6 casts.
I don't, yeah.
Like,
so, like, okay, so here's another thing. Shield gating was originally not just a thing everybody did.
Yeah,
it was a bug.
Oh, really?
It was a bug. It was an exploit that they accepted over time. So, you know, where would we be without people making videos about, look at this bug? It's helped Warframe to evolve.
Yeah, true. Same with bullet jumping. Used to be coptering.
Yes, coptering was huge, man. Used to get annoying when people come in, they just copter everywhere, though.
Yeah, I bet.
I'd be like, what the hell's your problem? Get off your caffeine, dude.
Yeah, the maiming strike meta.
Yeah.
But that would be okay. Maiming strike. I know I just said it, but I wasn't thinking of it. The maiming strike meta was an accident
Yep.
that they just didn't fix. Does that count as an exploit? Right? Like, it depends on exactly where the line is.
Right. And well, I guess what we'll see is how it's enforced. Right.
Yeah, but it should also say that you should, because if they don't say what the exact issue is, then it's completely up to them to change how they want to enforce it based on how much they like somebody.
And we know that does happen.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen.
Like, everybody
They-
remembers gifts.
They like certain people that are almost toxic to the community. They don't see it until it's too late. But I'm not mentioning any names in here of anybody that used to play Warframe or whatever, or people that do play Warframe or that are content creators, because I would not want anyone to suffer any wrath from any of the stuff that I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's one thing we got to watch, because I'm a name dropper. I do that a lot in my
Yeah.
videos, because the thing is, I like a lot of content creators, and I believe they should get props whenever I notice something they do awesome, you know?
Yeah.
But I got to be careful on my name dropping, because I would never want to get anybody in trouble and have them not like me, you know, because of that.
Yeah. No, I see what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Cause them, because a lot of these, like, you know, I don't make any money, and I won't from Warframe, but a lot of these guys, content creators, right? That's this is their living,
Yeah.
so I would never want to harm their living. I'm thinking of one specific one right now who I think is just, he's a really nice guy. And I'm like, this guy, he just makes money from YouTube. And I don't want to say his name now, but people will guess if I say too much, but he's just a really nice guy. And I would hate, you know, for anything to happen where he couldn't make money off of YouTube anymore.
Yeah.
So, and I know for a fact he's done bug videos, but I think what it's going to be is guys they love are not going to be touched.
No, and I was thinking about that a bit. DE has been adding a shit ton of content creators recently.
Really?
Yeah, like like actual video makers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's complete conspiracy. But I could see this EULA coming out, because I've noticed a couple of the content creators that are older. Like the big one that left was Shy, where she used to have like the podcast.
Yeah.
Left. There's another creator, a big one, that has like a tech channel now. And there's a couple other that are really predominant in the scene where they have like Twitch channels, and they've openly discussed how they only do Warframe now to pay the bills.
Can't blame a person for making a living.
No, and that's the thing, but like the idea of people doing content enjoying the game. Like, when's the last time it wasn't like a meme video, right? Like, but it was actually somebody makes a video of like a really fun mission that they played. Like,
Yeah.
you don't see that on Warframe.
No.
It's all informative breakdowns. Like PvP, there's no comms, there's no social interaction. I mean, like, obviously there's comms, but like, but people don't use them.
You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see DE on their prime time or whatever live cast they do next. Address the EULA and kind of make people feel safer about some of the terms that they're using sound very socialist and dictatorship. You know what I mean? And DE's never come across as that type of company before. So I would like them to put people at rest unless they do have something nefarious to worry about. But I think mostly it's just protection.
No, and I think that's what the entire thing is. But the fact that, like, I completely agree with what you're saying, where it's like the description of some of this stuff, you'll read it and go, they're clearly not going to enforce it like that. They're going to do this. But that's what each individual person is, like, assuming.
Right.
But it still matters what's in writing. Because it means, oh, if they like you, oh, obviously they're not going to enforce it that way. But all of a sudden...
But if they don't like you, they can use that to get rid of you. Yeah, that's true. So I mean, but and some people deserve to be gotten rid of, but you also have the freedom of speech too. You know what I mean? You get on a game. Say you're a game reviewer, not from Warframe. You get on a game for the first time. Here, playing this game, and you're a well-known reviewer. This is what you do. And you get on Warframe, and you've got 20 different bugs.
Yeah, right.
And you say, look at this bugged up shit. As a reviewer, it's called fair use. So, I don't understand.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
And saying that we can decide that you can't make videos for Warframe, then that's basically, that sounds really dictatorship.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, maybe you did it for, like, you know, the 1984, where it's like thought police? Where it's like they control how people talk and whatnot?
Yeah.
It's like, the other half of that is like, if you have to lead through reputation, like, how would you do Railjack being released? I don't know if you remember that. That was the worst shit ever.
No, that was when I stopped playing. I came back after.
Dude, Railjack release, like, was the worst release. Like, Deviri has been one of the best releases in recent times, and it was still buggy as hell.
Oh, it was buggy as all hell.
But nowhere near Railjack. Like, it was constantly, like, being infinitely stuck.
And here's the thing, like DE has said before, we don't mind criticism, but, you know, keep it constructive, right? And or tell us what good we do as well, right? And I get that. Okay, to a certain extent, yes, I get that. Some people just are negative all the time.
Yeah.
I'm going to say I love Deviri. I love the circuit. I love the update. It's a breath of fresh air that this game needed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Although I have seen a couple friends quit over it.
Yeah.
Because it's not their cup of tea and they didn't like the way it went. But that's their decision. But in the same aspect, there was a lot of bugs, and there still is. They haven't been settled. Now, DE, as an entity, tries really hard for a smaller company to get all this stuff done. But they also take a lot of vacations.
See, here's the thing. I don't think DE's that small.
Well, yes. I'm talking like compared to like IE games or something like that.
A more apt size is what was it? I don't know how true it is nowadays, but at one point, Digital Extremes was like a third the size of Bungie. Okay, like they're not small, independent, like, you know, everybody's packed in like in a pack. Like it's like 40 people.
It's grown a lot. It's grown a lot. I'm still thinking of old days too.
Yeah.
You know, comparing them to indie and stuff, but yeah, it has grown.
And if they didn't split their work between, you know, two companies or two games, because they're doing what? What's that other one? The one that Steve left to go do?
Well, they're in the same building
Soul
still.
Frame?
Soul Frame, yeah.
I mean, if they chose to do that, then that's on them. Like, that isn't a move out of desperation. That's like, you thought you could do two games at once. That's, if you fuck it up, that's not my issue. That's you not tasking people appropriately. Like, if they got the money to develop and or to publish games, like, they got enough money to hire 20 people for a game. Because DE's provided fundings to a couple games now, I think.
Well, they've got partnerships too, right, with other game companies.
Okay, I got silenced. Wow, I whiffed it.
Oh, wow. I walked right into him.
Okay, goodbye, dude.
I don't know why I'm not getting my multiplier. It must be, dude, it must be that 2 Calervo thing.
You think so?
Yeah, dude, 2 Calervos in the same game is...
Because I'm not running any combo efficiency or combo duration.
Are you getting any combo?
I'm at 5 right now.
Well, I'm at 8, 9 right now. But I swear to God, I keep looking over and it's like at 1, and I keep hitting the big one before.
Yeah.
To keep my combo up, and I got quickening and the electric combo mod. What's it called?
Oh, the focus or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should definitely have combo up.
Yeah, it's at 1 right now. Just, okay, now it's going up. 5. But, I mean, when I'm by myself, I'm running around at 12 all the time.
Yeah, same.
I wonder if it's just because you're getting so many good kills. You know what I mean? There's less. Now I'm at 4.
I mean, you're doing 2/3 of the damage, sir.
I don't think that's possible, sir.
It says you're doing 67%.
Really, that's weird.
I mean, we're dead even on kills.
Oh, well, you got augmented on, right?
Yeah.
So you should be up there in strength right now. You should be at your 250. What were you running before augmented? Like, what strength are you at?
Pure tank, honestly. With just Archon Intensify. Which, to be honest, I might take off. Because I am not getting anywhere close to needing or even benefiting from this mod.
Is it procking or no?
Dude, I am permanently overguarded.
You're permanently overguarded?
Yeah, I've been at like 20k for a while now, just from being able to recast and whatnot. Like, not like bugged permanently overguard, but I'm just saying the strength of the overguard and how little damage I've taken. Like, there's no chance for me to use Archon Intensify. Because I need to be able to take health damage, right?
Oh, so you're not getting... Are you getting your energy, though?
No. I'm having to get it from pickups.
Oh, that sucks. Okay, yeah, your hunter adrenaline's not picking up good. All right. Gotcha.
Yeah, so I'll probably have to adjust the build.
Usually it's me that complains about that, but I got that shard on for pickups too.
Oh, okay.
I want to get another one. I want to put 2 on because I have noticed once in a while I'll be low.
The longer you fight, the more successful you'll be.
Maybe I just need to go double range.
Range really does help out with efficiency on this build, on this guy.
Yeah, because I've only
You know.
got a stretch mod on right now.
That's what I'm running.
Oh wait, he didn't come for me?
I don't see him.
Oh.
He's out. He's in your room.
Yeah, hold on, he silenced me.
I do like Curlervo though.
Yeah, no, it's a solid frame. With absolutely no bugs.
Yeah. In fact, I like how DE took care of their bug problem. That's pretty boss, actually.
Yeah, just buff the hell out of it, make it go away.
No, dude. You got something that's like wacky, and you're like, all right, I know how to take care of this bug problem. You walk in like the mafia, and you just say, "We have no bugs anymore."
Right?
Do you agree, or do you face the wrath?
Yeah, true.
That's
It's like there's
basically
no bugs here, and it's like
there's no bugs in this game.
absolutely no bugs.
Absolutely.
DE, please don't ban us.
If you're thinking about banning us, please check how much we spent.
Yeah. It's like that's a
Hopefully that'll
double-edged
save
sword.
us.
Check our accounts.
We spent a lot of money.
Yeah, right. I mean, that would be a bit unethical, but at the same time,
All
like,
right. But if you're gonna like certain content providers and then get rid of other ones,
yeah, true.
is that ethical?
I don't even know, man. Like,
Like I thought of an actual YouTube content provider as soon as I read that. I was like, dude, he better watch. I'm like, they wouldn't though. He's too big, you know.
but the thing is all of the major content creators have at least mentioned that something is bugged. Like, if it's just not working, now they're not like trying to promote exploits,
Right.
but
Wow.
if something's bugged, like,
Certain content creators do.
but it's
that are
not the
pretty
point
big.
of like, hey, take advantage of this. Like, and
Right.
even in my videos, I've been like, oh yeah, this is bugged, just take advantage of it for now.
Until they fix it, right?
Yeah, until they fix it. Not like, hey, exploit the fuck out of this. But it's like, this is 100% not intended.
But that's what makes a game fun.
Yeah, honestly, it's almost charming how buggy the game is.
Yes. Like you gotta like to me, I get a kick out of it that it's buggy like that. Yeah, some people get really really bent, you know. I don't. I'm just like I'm so used to it after 10 years. I'm like, what would it be? It wouldn't be a DE game.
Yeah, imagine if Warframe was completely bug-free. How boring if everything worked properly
Yeah,
in
how
this game.
uninteresting. It's like,
Oh, I'd quit instantly if this game worked properly.
right, it's like saying this game has character, not. You know? If everything worked, I'd be like, oh man, I'm never gonna find any good way I can kill shit.
Oh god, that's too good. Where are you? Oh, I hit the person.
He's bleeding out.
But yeah, there's like a lot of little things where it's like it's really annoying. Like, say for example, like exalted weapons. Like, you know Mesa's regulators?
Uh-huh.
There's only one set of regulators on your account. So if you have multiple Mesas, they share
I
regulators.
know. I already know about that.
That's what I'm saying.
hate
Like,
that.
does that count as a? Does that count
Oh,
as a
that
bug?
is not a bug. That's intentional to save money.
Yeah,
DE
right.
is saving money on virtual space.
Yeah,
That's
just
not
add
a bug.
just add a
been around.
server.
Life support level.
It's memory space they're saving.
I don't even get it, man. Like, I didn't even bother testing any of the other ones. Like, I have multiple Baruchs, but I only use the one, like, what is it, an evade build? And then there's obviously the 4 Baruch
It is
build.
there. What the heck? Dude. I'm not saying this is a bug.
I got it.
Did you see how long I was trying to hit that for?
Yeah, it wouldn't let you. I don't know what the hell's going on.
My ping's good. I'm at 75.
Yeah, no, my internet's stable right now.
Yeah, so it's not your internet.
But man, yesterday when I read the EULA, I was actually starting to get kind of pissed over it. Because, like, in the Alliance, like, because this recording's going to get posted online. I'm not going to list who they are.
Yeah.
But in the Alliance, there are quite a few, not like Warframe content creators, but there are quite a few people that are, like, streamers, have, like, smaller YouTube channels, where it's like they're just starting out.
Yeah.
Where it's like 50, 60 subs. There's one guy that's almost as big as me. Not that I'm big, but it's just like I started the YouTube thing first in terms of like getting subs. And there's a guy that is almost as big as me now. And he does great content. But it's just, I told all of them, I was like, until DE comes out with an official, response, make sure to put that sentence in every video you guys do, and in one of the boxes on your stream panels, until DE comes out and goes, no, we didn't mean that. But as of right now, you need to put it, if you're not going to, you need to do it knowingly, but as of right now, like, you need to post that stupid little warning.
What warning?
I posted at the beginning of mine. At the very bottom, hold on, let me actually go see. There is, okay, I need to post every time I do a video. I need to post this message. Portions of the content provided here, including trademarks and copyrights and any other intellectual property rights, are owned or held by Digital Extremes Ltd, or its licensor, DEP, and all rights in and to the same are reserved by DEP. This content is not official DEP content and is not endorsed or approved by DEP. So every video...
Really?
Oh, I just fucking killed myself.
Gotcha. Are you healing?
Yeah, I got him.
Oh.
Or I rose.
So you got out. I got you. Dude, I don't think it's working. I tried to grab you. I was sitting there.
Yeah, I saw you jump on top.
I think. Let me. All right, I'm gonna hit this air.
Okay.
Okay, as Clervo, not an operator, I can hit an air. Let's
Okay.
see. I'll go hit one as operator. Yeah, it's not working. Dude,
Wait, really?
I did. I'm recording too, but I'm not putting mine up. But yeah,
I was able to hit it.
yeah. Isn't that weird? Definitely not a bug.
Not a bug.
Not a bug. It's
I
totally
don't-
intentional.
Yeah, it's just I think the community feedback is going to be pretty bad on this if people actually read what's in the new thing now. Because when you look at the old EULA, it's very, very basic. It is a solid EULA.
Yeah.
But this one, the content, or not the content,
Oh, how is this possible?
oh, gotcha. I'm resing, just in case. Oh, you got it.
Gotcha.
Let me find this crap. It's the one where it's like... Not refunds. Player conduct. This is wild. Some of the stuff that gets implied here. Have you read over that yet?
I read some of it, and I was like, I was kind of weirded out, to be honest with you, about the player conduct thing.
It's a little thought policey.
Yeah.
Because some of this stuff, like, it really depends on how somebody takes something. And there's literally no way for you to be a mind reader. Like, you can't joke about drugs. You can't joke about anything that's illegal.
There goes half my content.
Yeah, right. No, but see, here's the thing, is what about, like, drinking, for example?
You're an
Okay.
adult. If you're an adult, you can drink, right? Or you
Yeah,
can't.
but there's also no way for me to tell. If I tell somebody that's in the clan or alliance, hey, why don't you go have a beer? Obviously, that wouldn't be punished. Like, no reasonable person would assume that's going to be punished. But what I need to know is specifically why it's never going to be punished. Like, why is it specifically not going to be something that's punished? Because it completely depends on who is viewing it. Like, when I was viewing the forums on this and reading what... Oh, it's on you. Hold on.
You did.
You got him. Like, there are small issues, and it just comes up, and everybody needs to be an adult about it.
So, come and look at me. I've got this non-bug thing going on right now.
Hold on, where are you? I see you.
All right, come and look at me. You see my non-bug?
Oh, yeah,
does
not Misery, Mania.
Yeah.
Where it'll be there for the rest of the mission.
Yes, it's so annoying.
Totally not a bug. It's
Totally
an
not a
ephemera.
bug.
It's an ephemera.
It's my new ephemera. It makes me look like I'm bungee jumping from 8 ropes.
It's a mission specific ephemera.
All I need now is my next stretch ephemera.
Oh,
I should
yeah,
have been
true.
Rhino.
That only affects older frames.
Yeah, it's weird. It's true. Only older frames.
Because what is it? Chroma can get it too.
Yeah, so can Ash. But yeah, for some reason, older frames get it. It's awesome ephemera, though. I highly suggest you try it out someday
Yeah.
if you're listening. So I don't know what it is now. My multiplier has been up higher again. It's good. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, because mine's down at 2 now. But I have been spamming more.
The
God.
longer you fight,
Maybe you need to get an ephemera like I got.
Maybe I do
Yep.
need an ephemera.
It ups your multiplier.
Yeah, it helps your multiplier, for sure. I mean, I am spamming a little more than I normally do. But I'm not on as tanky of a build this time. Taking advantage of the buffs.
That's the one thing. My build is pretty tanky, which actually gets me killed because I get lazy. And I
Yeah.
start getting into the conversation instead of the actual play.
Yeah,
But-
you can't be brain dead tanky.
Yeah.
That happens with me and Neja occasionally. Where I'm like, oh, I've got like 10,000 armor and 99.9% damage reduction. Like, I'm not gonna
Right.
die. And then something one-shots you, and it's like, oh, okay.
It's like people are like, it's impossible to die, and I'm like, don't worry, I'll show you how. I got
Hold
this.
my beer. Only
Hold
if
my
you're
Bud
over
Light.
21.
If you're over 21, hold my Bud Light. Oh.
But yeah. No, some of this stuff, hold on. There was actually one I specifically wanted to bring up to you.
In the EULA.
Yeah.
I'm surprised in the EULA it didn't say you're not allowed to talk about the EULA.
Dude, you're not allowed to talk about anything that would make Warframe or Digital Extremes look bad. So does that include talking about the EULA? Because right
Maybe.
now this thing's making them look pretty fucking bad.
Yes, yes.
Like,
But,
if I just
so,
read this
I
stuff...
do like that they put in you have to be 17 to play Warframe.
Yeah.
Only because it's always been like a weird thing when, and don't get me wrong, my kids played when they were 13 because that's what it used to be at one time.
Yeah.
But when you get like in Discord or whatever, and then a squeaker jumps in, and you're like, what's going on? Was this kid even 12?
Yeah.
So
No, I get what's going on with that, because it's like...
This
like, if
is-
I'm helping somebody, I don't care really what age they are, but it
Right.
does kind of bug me when it's like I would never do anything, but just being cognizant of like, oh, this is a 12-year-old in a
Right, you gotta
Discord call with a
watch
middle
your-
30s-year-old
You gotta
man.
watch your language. Yeah. And then what? Their mom and dad are like, what are you talking to a man for?
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's where I'm like really cognizant of the fact of like, I'm the old man now.
Right. And it's weird because my kids grew up like I'm a gamer, so
Yeah.
like I'm totally I totally understand. You know what I mean? But like if your parents aren't gamers and you're 12 years old, you know what I mean? You might think something weird's going on.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to be in that position. I don't want to put a kid into that position.
Yeah,
I don't want-
Totally. Yeah, no, I get you. We've talked about this in my clan. That's why in my clan, unfortunately, there's been a couple guys that have joined, and it's been like, we don't believe you're the age you say you are, dude. You know,
Like, you're coming
can't-
across like a 9-year-old. Like, I'm
yeah,
gonna need you in voice chat.
you're
real quick.
lying. We know. Come on, there's no way, and you're not getting in Discord with us, and you're gonna have to find a clan of, younger guys, And it's hard because my kids played Warframe at a young age.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, I don't know their parents. I don't know what is allowed in their house. And I'm not taking the place of other people's parents.
Yeah.
So, no.
And like personally, for me, like the thing that always bugs me is like if it's like a super young kid.
It worked.
What?
The air
Oh,
in my
yeah.
operator. Yeah.
See, no bug.
So it must be because I had a high combo counter. I think if you have I think it's in the game that if you have a high combo counter, you can use the air.
Oh, okay.
Totally not bro science.
Not bro science, got it.
You will all share in this bounty. Hold out as
But like, it's just if I'm trying to enjoy a game, it's hard to like actually relax around like one of those kids that's super young
Yeah.
that I
no.
don't know, because it's like
Yeah.
I'm really cognizant of the fact that like I am sort of modeling that kid's interaction with like adults.
Yeah.
And I'm not necessarily responsible for it, but I just do need to be cognizant of how I act. Because I might be the first time this kid's interacted with an adult where, like, his mom isn't like, you need to behave, or it's like not a family member or something.
Which, and I'll go one step further, which would probably be an opening for DE to get more business, is since they said you have to be 17 to play Warframe, which is I'm totally fine with. I'm
Yeah.
great with that. Why don't they make like a PG version for younger kids?
Yeah, like a special client or something.
Yeah. Make more money. Because you know it's always me, the parent, that pays for these games, not the kids, so
Yeah.
go play your let's make up a PG friendly name for Warframe.
Oh. Would be like Fields of Thunder or something, like hyper generic or something.
Right, go play your Fort Frame.
Be some Roblox derivative.
Yeah.
Be like Minecraft for ninjas or something.
That's what I was just thinking. You've got a way of you could use like Minecraft frame. Mindframe.
Man, I am losing energy.
Oh, some bad guy's coming. Starts with an M and ends with a Y.
He instantly went into that. Come on, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to wait a second here. Oh, you got him. Oh, these shadows are here. All right. I didn't think we were that far into the game. Oh, we're at 200. Okay.
Well, time flies when you're not working.
See, that's what I like. That's why I say, what I don't. I know it sounds bad. I don't want to do endurance runs anymore. Like, unless I'm talking and hanging out with friends, because solo kind of sucks.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like last night, you saved me, bro. I would have been running against the wall.
That happens. I've done that
Like,
too.
I was zoning out here in Mott, and I'm like you know, you get your eyes get heavy, and you're like, huh? And then you almost like you wake up and you're like, oh, I'm still playing, I'm still alive, okay. And then I look over and I see your message, and I'm like, oh, cool, somebody's on that I can talk to and hang out with, because I'm dying here.
Yeah.
But so the update for Kalervo, he's chonky. I like it.
Yeah, for sure.
Way better. And it's not done yet. You know that, right?
Yeah, they're gonna add what, iframes on the overguard?
Yeah. They're gonna add that. That's the minimum that they're gonna add. It's about the whole licensing thing. You know what I mean? For an official change, I guess. So everybody can get it at once.
Oh, okay.
Do you think PlayStation's a bad influence on DE?
I have no idea, dude. I don't know where this is coming from, because the
It
most
might be PlayStation, man.
dude, I don't know, because like the fact is like, I can argue that, like, oh, this EULA is a little too much. People can say, oh, it's standard.
I've just found.
But the fact is this EULA doesn't sound like the DE we've played with.
Yeah,
For years.
I guess that's what it comes down to, is that DE's always been a different company.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then this is something that you would not picture DE doing. I understand them protecting their rights, and I'm totally for that. But I also don't like. I like freedom a little bit. You know what I mean?
Like,
And,
as mean as it is to say, this does feel like something Electronic Arts would come out with.
right.
Or like Bethesda or something. It's like, okay, is that where we're going with this? Like, I just need to know, yes or no.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it's enforced. You know what I mean? That'll be the
Yeah,
because I mean they could come out of this looking really bad and hurting themselves if they enforce it wrong.
yeah, but you shouldn't have to hope for an enforcement, like discretion on enforcement. I mean, their support ticket system sucks.
This is true.
Like, it is horrible. Dude, I actually went and looked at my last, like, support thing that wasn't, like, a straight-up black and white issue.
Yeah.
Dude, I actually got a 2-week chat ban a couple months ago. I kind of forgot about it, because it was so dumb. Okay, you remember that meme with Nezha, where it was like, oh, Nezha's a trap? I had no idea. Like, I understood why the reference was bad, but I had no idea where the reference came from.
I don't still.
No, but that's what I'm saying, is that, so I asked, why do people call Nezha a trap? Like, obviously I get what that word specifically is, but why are people, what's the joke behind that? It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Because, like, Nezha clearly has a cod piece.
Right.
Like, it's not an issue. It's not like everybody was like, they came out and said Nezha was a girl.
Well, when Nezha first came out, there was a lot of confusion over Nezha because yes, there's the what is it called? There's Nezha, that's the 12-year-old boy prince.
Yeah.
But like they said, that wasn't this Nezha at first, as far as I knew, or at least that's what I had heard. So people thought this Nezha was a girl.
Is that what
And
it was?
I think so. Because if it's not a 12-year-old boy, it's not a very masculine man. Like the way I dress him up, he looks
Popping
pretty badass, you know what I mean? But like mostly Nezhas out of the box don't look super masculine, you know? So I know he has no boobs or whatever, you know what I mean? But he's small.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if so, that's what I was looking for, is what's the meme based on?
It's either that he's underage or the general confusion when he came out. Because a lot of people didn't know about, you know, the legend of Nezha either.
Okay.
So, you know, big guys pick stuff up, kill stuff. not necessarily read. I'm talking about me here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
This guy is invulnerable. That's weird.
Which one?
This guy with the bubble right here. That was weird. Yeah. I was trying to pop his bubble and I couldn't. I'm using a Phantasma, bro. Should have popped.
Oh yeah, quickly, especially with all that multi-hit.
Yeah. And a Riven.
Yeah.
Hello.
No, and if somebody had explained that, that would have been it. They banned me for. They gave me a 2-week chat ban for asking the question.
Right. Yeah.
So I went into the support ticket and was like, I asked chat, or I asked region chat, because they were saying, can we call Neja a trap yet? And I was like, you know, I've always wanted to know, why do people call him a trap? And but you see, here's the thing: is the support person could have just been like, okay, so here's where that came from, or like, oh, it was based on blah blah blah, and explained it. Not saying they had to, but what
Right.
support did and said was
But
basically.
you honestly didn't know.
That's what I'm saying. Is I asked.
It was you weren't trolling them.
No, and that's the thing, is they basically called me a bigot and said, if you don't know what words mean, don't use them. I was like, okay, how am I supposed to do that? Like, just really trying to be like, I'm not trying to litigate it or anything like that. And she was like, oh, you're in violations of our end user license agreement. And I'm like, how? It's like, oh, for using hate speech. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
No, we're not going
They
here.
were like
Are
transphobic
we?
language, and I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Oh,
Asking why there's a meme based on something, and then I was like, "Listen, your responses aren't making sense anymore."
so
Can
wait
you
a minute.
connect me?"
Are they insinuating that Neja is a transgender?
That's what I'm saying. Is they were like, "Oh, it's transphobic, trans exclusionary language." I can look it up. I got it
It's
on
too
some
hard
window
to
somewhere.
keep up with. Okay, transphobic. Everything's transphobic. Everything's hate speech now.
Yeah, and that's the
Jeez,
thing, is
stop.
like, I'm not allowed to look up words, apparently. I mean, obviously that's being hyperbolic, but it's like asking why the references, just trying to be educated on it. That's literally all I was doing. Like, I wasn't trying to like push the bounds or anything like that. I was just like, because somebody asked in region, are we allowed to call Neja the T word anymore?
So here's another thing. Okay, it's like there's a lot of things on the internet you not know what it means, and you normally ask people around you, or since it's DE, you could ask them, right? But somebody came in a video of mine over a year ago and called I don't know, maybe Excalibur or something, like a Giga Chad, right?
Yeah.
And I said, I'm like, what the hell's a Giga Chad, to my son? And he's like, I don't know. So I went to work and I asked, the 20-year-old kids at work, I'm like, what's a Giga Chad? Somebody said it on my video, and they're like, oh, he's the big chin guy that's got the muscles like Ultimate Man, but with a giant chin. And I was like, oh, so it's kind of like a meme, but a compliment. And they're like, totally. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So, dude, I always use that word now, Giga Chat. Right?
It's really descriptive. It's a good word, and it feels good to use. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love that word. And it's like, people are amazed when they're like, that I'm like 53 and a half years old, and I say Giga, dude, he's a total Giga Chad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, people love that. But how would I know unless I asked around to find out? You know what I mean? You got to ask if you don't know. And that is not hate speech. That is not transphobic. That's
trying to be informed.
Yeah, that's just normal humanity.
Yeah, but
asking
that's what
about
they
stuff
said.
is how you learn.
But they were like, and that's what surprised me is I was like, oh, so I literally can't ask about this stuff? And then she posted like, oh, I'm stuck on a wall.
But that means that whoever answered your ticket is paranoid.
Dude, I don't think it's paranoid. I think it's just they think they have the ability to control what you do and modify it. If they're like, oh, this is fill in the blank, whatever reason, they can just
Well,
go, oh, I get to change your behavior.
It's laziness or paranoia because let's ban the guy who's transphobic, who's not. You know what I mean? And being oversensitive because you're asking a totally innocent question.
No, 'cause, like, the thing that blows my mind is, like, I don't know too much about what the community actually is, but, like, apparently... What the hell is this person? I don't mean any disrespect in case you actually hear this on the YouTube thing, but they were... there was a specific... What's the thing where they have, like, an animal persona?
Oh, Furbies.
Furbies?
Furries. Sorry.
Okay, they were
Furries.
trans and furry. But there was like a jargon specific name for it. Listen, nicest fucking person ever, okay?
There's a name for that?
Where like it's like a subcategory, but it's literally just a descriptive word to shorten the process of saying it. It's not like a separate thing.
Yeah.
But it's just like, if they hadn't explained what the hell it was, I wouldn't have even known that shit exists, okay? Because when I look at, like, that sort of costume, like, I think, like, oh, it's like you're cosplaying. Yeah. That's what comes to mind. And it's just a cartoon character I don't know.
Right.
But they're like, no...
It's a Pokemon.
Yeah, right? Like, it's just... It's a 9th gen Pokemon with like a strap on or something like that. Like, you don't know. Like, I'm joking, but I'm just saying, like, you know, it's one of those things where in order for, like, people who don't know to be informed and also be, like, understanding, somebody's gonna have to explain it to them. Yeah. Like, as soon as it was like, oh, this person's just trying to have, like, a regular experience, and this is just where they feel like they are at this time. Listen, that's completely fine. Nobody in their right mind is trying to control somebody's experience, except for DE. Oh, on my way. Oh, there's violence. Okay, hold on.
I had to jump away from him. I'm not sure if I'm getting... Because I got that ephemeron that I picked up earlier. Alright, he's... Oh, wait. Where is he?
I think I got him. Yeah, all right. One of us had him.
I have that ephemeron, so I never know if I'm like, really zapped.
Yeah, if you're really... Yeah.
My special ephemera that I paid a lot of money for.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah, dude, I mean, you know, that is so weird that they got upset about that, but people are weird, sensitive, right? Like, I don't agree, you know how we are. We joke around a lot or whatever, but we don't agree with anybody being persecuted, for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
If somebody has a struggle or something, and they're like, oh, I'm just trying to go through life, but, like, this thing happened, could you just not bring it up? Yeah, sure, no issues.
Yeah.
But you gotta tell me not to bring it up. You can't just go, this person had this thing happen, and it's like, okay, I didn't know that. You're not allowed to talk to them about it, and you're guilty just from saying it. It's like, bro, you gotta tell me first. I'm not an asshole.
Nezha doesn't have feelings. Nezha is a character in a game.
Right.
So, yeah, put it in perspective. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty weird. That's a good story, though.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting getting accused of using hate speech. Like, okay, dude.
You know, here in the States and in Canada, we really got to get away from that. it seems like the cop-out way to get away with just not dealing with what's really going on in life. Accuse everybody of hate speech, accuse everybody of, being phobic. We need to start just owning who we are and being able to answer simple questions without it being hate speech.
Yeah.
So,
But it seems like DE's on a kick right now of trying to keep people from actually having a conversation. Everything
we're having one today. Let's see how far it goes.
Yep, can't wait to get banned.
That's right. And just so you know, I am not the OG.
Yeah. The hack to
Guys,
count is an
this is a slinger. Who was it? I can't say his name because I don't want to cause trouble, but funny, somebody came out with a video and said, good thing I did that bug video yesterday before the EULA.
Yeah, right.
Did you see that?
Oh, what, on your community tab?
No. One of another content creator who's very well known
Okay.
made a video yesterday right after the EULA came out, and he said, good thing I did that bug video yesterday because apparently we're not allowed to do them now.
I'm probably still gonna do... Like, I'll mention bugs. Like, I'm not gonna... Listen. Warframe doesn't pay my fucking bills, okay? So...
Right.
Warframe doesn't pay my fucking bills. And I look at the paycheck like the top creators are making, and let me tell you, like, only like the top 5 would I even think about potentially going down to their paycheck.
Right.
Because I know what I make.
I know.
So I can extrapolate pretty somewhat accurately, within 50%. Now, obviously, like, if they're doing, like, endorsements, that's a different story. I haven't done an endorsement. But in terms of ad revenue off of YouTube, I know what those guys are making, and I know for a fact they're not really making that kind of money off of YouTube ad revenue.
Well, that and, what was it, Social Blade, where you used to be able to look up guys on YouTube?
Yeah.
So, like, people used to look me up on my other channels before, and
Okay.
they'd be like, damn, you make a lot of money on YouTube. And I'd be like, no, I don't. Because that is bullshit.
Yeah, it's not even
Okay.
close to accurate.
Yeah, no. It's like you're making a couple $100 a month, and they're like, oh, he's making $5,000 a month. It's like, no.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking questionable.
That's why I don't worry about ever monetizing or commercials or anything, because I know how hard people have to work that are content creators and make money. It's a lot of work. And I don't want to do that. I have a great job. I make good money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would never want to do that for a living, and that's why I like not. I'll be honest. I don't put an honest effort into my videos. They're only for like ideas and fun.
Yeah.
So
It's just... I don't know. I'm glad I slept on the responding to the EULA, because I was like stomping mad.
yeah, always wait a day.
Yeah, and I'm glad I did.
That's my rule, buddy. Always wait a day. Then you can say things more objectively and take your actual feelings out of it, which feelings don't help anybody.
Who was it that, maybe you can remember the reference? There's this saying that I heard a while ago. Nobody's ever been fired for waiting a day to speak, but plenty of people get fired for speaking too early.
Well, but it's true though. And
Yeah.
that's what I tell guys at work, because so my boss, okay, if he gets mad and he wants to say what he wants to say, what I tell guys is let him go off, let him do his thing, let him walk away, and don't say anything. Just say, "Yep, wait a day." I said, then go back the next day and calmly talk to him, and you'll see how much better it works. Because I've witnessed so many people getting fired because of their ego. When my boss gets mad and he goes off on them, and people that thought they were going to be like higher up than me in the company get fired.
Yeah.
That right then and there, and there's no coming back. And it's like, dude, you don't know how to you don't know how to play the game. You know, is what it comes down to. So, but yeah, I tell people all the time, guys that are coming up and they want to be in supervision or whatever, I'm like, if you get in trouble, you want to survive, you just take your ass licking, wait a day, come back, and then talk when everything's distilled and cool, and you'll do really well. So,
Oh yeah, for sure.
and that's always been my rule. Always let your boss think he won the argument. And go back the next day and tell him why he's wrong.
Hey, give him the chance to relish in it.
Is that exactly,
You
dude?
can dismantle him the next day.
Exactly, when he's calm and unsuspecting.
All share in this
Right? Yeah.
So yeah, that's always the way I've done it. Or wait 2 days even. There's nothing wrong. More patient you are, the better it works out.
Yeah, give him the weekend.
Yeah.
No, okay, so what do you think about this one? Another thing from the EULA. No VPNs.
So, I think I know what that's about. I think, oh man, no VPNs. That gets rid of a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because people generally use VPNs a lot. You
Dude,
know?
it's straight up built into some browsers nowadays.
Right. I do not use a VPN, and I also don't report bugs on my videos. But yeah, dude, I could see it.
Oh, I
Oh
just fucking
man, he
killed
got
myself.
me. Me too.
Oh, we killed each other.
I could see it. There being a reason why, but it's for like those people in other countries that they banned from playing Warframe. You know what I mean? You know, there's certain countries that are not allowed to play Warframe because of
Yeah,
the
because
war.
obviously they're a part of the Russian government, right? Like,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
conducting an invasion of Ukraine themselves. They decided it.
yeah.
No,
So
I get that, yeah.
I get that. You know what I mean? If that's the reasoning behind it, I get it.
So why don't they just say that?
You know, that's why I feel like they need to have a video live and explain what the purpose is of some of these things. Because it can totally be taken the wrong way. Because people have a right to their privacy.
Yeah.
Even if they're playing Warframe, they still have a right to their privacy. It's illegal in Canada, I believe, and that's where they're from, to not to say you cannot use a VPN.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one of my friends was talking about that. So I don't get it. Doesn't make sense, does it?
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe they're wrong. So clarify me, guys, if you hear this in the video and you live in Canada, because I know a lot of Canadian people. I am Canadian by birth. I haven't lived there in like 30 years, but one of my friends who still lives in Canada said something about I think it was Netflix or something was trying to enforce that, not using a VPN or being able to track people, and there was some kind of, maybe it was Disney, some kind of thing. You're not allowed to track people in Canada on the internet. So
Okay.
if anybody knows about that, if you're Canadian and you watching videos, please clarify, because I'm not totally up on what I'm saying here, but there's some kind of thing.
Because Warframe, by accepting the EULA, you allow them to monitor, like, what's on your RAM. So, like, they can see all the programs that are actively being used.
They can see my Pornhub.
Yes.
Oh, that's not good. I don't even show that to my old lady.
Yeah. So, like, if you have something going on, and the thing that did kind of bother me is, like, they're like, oh, any program that could be potentially used for, like, cheating, they can see if it's running on your system
Yeah.
by checking what's active on your RAM.
So I always thought that you couldn't cheat with Warframe because of the way the engine was built.
I've seen some of the cheats that people use. Bro, they all suck.
Like don't they have like an anti-hack engine or something?
No, Warframe's because it's not server hosted. It's mostly stuff that the host can do. Like, I'm aware of people with programs being able to, like, force sever people that are in their lobby. So if you end up playing with somebody that's a real asshole, and they're really just being a piece of shit, there are programs where you can disconnect that person and prevent their connection from loading up. And it'll prevent them from they'll get host migrated.
Yeah.
And it'll prevent them from reconnecting with you if you're the host.
So I like that. It's a great idea. I don't think that's cheating.
Well, it is now. Because you're not allowed to have anything that monitors Warframe's connection.
Oh. Okay, so then, oh man, a little bit of a pet peeve I have is that I have my ping set to 200
Yeah.
as the maximum. A lot of times I'm going into games, not a lot of times, but maybe once a week, and I play every day,
Okay.
a lot. But say once a week, I'll get a ping that's crazy, insane, stupid.
Yeah.
With no warning. Like, I'm talking 900. Like 400 to 900, right?
Okay.
Which is clearly not what I chose. All right?
Okay.
So this happens, and when I go to trade with people, it'll say this person has a poor ping and warn me, do I want to move ahead? But when I go to play the actual game, it does not give me that warning. And it puts me in somebody that has way higher ping than what I accept. I don't care when I'm trading with somebody what their ping is.
Yeah.
I do when I'm gaming. So they might want to look at that in their GUI.
Like, I used to monitor my connection. That's how I realized that when doing, like, level caps in a group,
Yeah.
that Warframe was trying to use, like, 16 meg a second of internet. But it's only if you're host, though.
Right.
It's part of the reason why people are getting host migrated, is because the game still thinks that there's drops on the ground.
Which is another thing that I wanted to talk about. And I think we talked about this somewhat before, but probably not on a video.
Okay.
Is that is supposed to check the connection of the host, right? And the one with the best internet, isn't he supposed to be the host?
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
it's
not,
supposed to be.
That's not working. That's not working.
What is it? It's the most stable connection and average FPS, I think, is the.
That's not working because people come into the game and they say my internet sucks. I don't know why I'm the host. And I'll be like, well, let's try it. And they'll be like, we can try it, but like when I'm in the circuit. I've had a guy actually do this. He's like, dude, my internet sucks. I hate being the host. Why does DE do this? And I'm like, that's weird. And then sure enough, we get in there and it's like everybody's got a 900 ping. Now, that's not a bug, by the way. That's poor programming.
Yeah.
But all they have to do, here's DE, if you watch this video, all you have to do to fix that is give people a choice not to be the host. Once somebody realizes that their internet sucks, they don't want to be the host. But you're making them feel bad by making them the host. It would save them embarrassment if they know and they can just choose not to be the host.
That's true. A never host option.
Yes.
Or to mark your computer as like limited internet or something like that.
That, and if you're say you're playing on a Commodore 64, you can't handle the bit rate that's going down.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, you love that joke, didn't you?
Yeah, I got it. I know what that is. I just don't know why people call Neja a trap, but I got that one. Commodore
Right.
64.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, it was a very adult-themed console with some really good games, though.
It was a computer.
Yeah.
You could get a 300 baud modem for it. What are you talking about? The top of the line.
Yeah. Baud rate. Get the fuck out of here with. Who the hell uses baud rate anymore?
I don't know. Are you even allowed to?
Yeah. What would that be?
I don't know.
In
But you might
gigabits.
make them a server if they hook up.
300 baud rate. Literally 300 bits. Would just be 300 gigabaud, right? Is that what it would be?
Not giga, just bits.
3 gigabits or 3 gigabaud?
I don't know. 300, not 3,000. It was before high-speed phone internet, you know?
Dude, I remember. Did you ever play? What was it, Wolfenstein?
Yes.
Where you had to have, if you wanted to play on multiplayer, you literally had to call the other person's computer.
Dude, I got in so much trouble because I was basically an early adapter on computers with modems and stuff.
Okay.
Before the actual internet, there was BBSs, right?
Okay.
So you had to call. You'd hook up your modem onto a phone in your house, and you'd have to call the BBS, Bulletin Board Service, and then you'd download right from them, you know what I mean, any kind of little game, which all games sucked, but it was awesome at the time for us. And I got in trouble because I called California from Canada, long distance, and had my computer hooked up to it for like hours and hours and hours to download a stupid game.
Jeez.
Yes. My dad blew up on me because I think I was like 14 or 15 when I did that.
Yeah, I didn't ever have to do anything like that. There were definitely modems, but the internet wasn't invented yet.
Yeah, the internet was not quite invented yet. It was just starting. It was going to be within the next 5 years. There was going to be internet, like the World Wide Web.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the World Wide Web was still used for universities and shit. It was not a public access thing. So you only went on BBSs.
Okay.
There's your history lesson for anyone that gives a shit.
True. Hey, we like history lessons.
Right. But yeah, so I've always been an early adapter, you know what I mean, with technology. I love when you get to like this level. What are we, 300 here? Because
Something like
now you start seeing the real damage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it does feel like it's nerfed a little bit at the beginning, right?
Yeah, you just can't. It's like those little characters don't have enough soul inside of them to see the true power of the Force.
Yeah, it feels like even on Steel Path, like obviously I haven't like done specific math for it, but the fact is it does feel like there's less Eximus at the beginning.
Yeah.
But then once you get like what, literally an hour and a half in, it's like, oh, there's actually a shit ton of Eximus. Not as many as there's supposed to be. It's supposed to be all Eximus eventually.
Ooh.
Alright, on my way.
Eximus stopping me from. There we go. I got it. Bubbles still get me, bro.
Yeah.
I can't wait till they add the invulnerability, but I think they're gonna add something else too. I mean, even if that's all they added now with the scaling, you know, Kalarvo's, I don't know how to say it now. I guess it's Swedish. Kulurvu is still, he's pretty good. You know what I mean?
No, I like him. I liked him before, but listen, this feels better.
He's still no Nezha though, but he's good.
I mean, I don't mind.
He's got more damage though than Nezha by far.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Right. She's not a damage frame, so he's good, and he's a damage frame. Which, you know, like Steinex. Do you remember they made a Warframe called Steinex?
I think I remember that. Use it at once, get MR. Never touching it again.
Right. That's what the forgotten Warframe is, you know?
Now, Steinax was pretty good. The only thing that was forgettable about him was his, oh god, where's this? There we go. Was his fucking primary. What the hell was that? I never see anybody using that thing.
Keeps zapping me it like too close. There we go.
Oh, this guy's in an annoying spot.
Oh, dude. Okay, so let's not change the topic of this video. You're gonna upload this, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, good. I like a man with balls.
An hour and a half of just bullshitting and talking shit about the EULA. Like, what the hell's wrong with these people?
But I gave DE a lot of compliments, and I do. You know what I mean? They do a good job. I still believe in DE. I just may disagree with some of the things they do, but I'm being constructive. How they can fix things, you know. So, but I will say I want to do another video on etiquette for Circuit and Davari.
Oh yeah, like not on Circuit. The only thing that really bothers me a lot on Circuit is when people load in
And leave.
Yeah, that. and they'll load in, grab instantly what they want, and just jump in through the portal.
Yes.
Because you'll get
So-
somebody on like a console, right?
Yeah.
And they haven't
That
had the
takes
chance
longer.
to load in yet.
And yeah, and they don't get it. I don't know if they're just ignorant little kids, which is kind of a reason that I'm happy that DE said 17 and up, or if they're just ignorant white trash, or, oh, white, I don't want to be racist. Or if they're just ignorant people. How about that?
Yeah. Might be in a hurry or something.
Yeah.
But it's just, yeah. Man, I don't get it. Like, because it screws them over also. They're like, oh, well, why aren't you dealing any damage? It's like, because, bro, you
forced-
popped in and
Yeah,
force
you
started.
forced people to take stuff that they had no choice in. And then the guy leaves. Well, who could blame him?
God, I think I legitimately have like 3 mods on my frame right now that are literally just doing nothing.
On your Warframe?
Yeah.
Why?
With very few exceptions, except when I literally just get one tapped. I have adaptation on and health conversion, and I don't think they're
So-
doing anything
Right. So DE's gonna make an adjustment.
like that.
Yeah. DE's gonna make an adjustment for the adaptation. It's just because you don't get to store up any resistance, you know what I mean? With the overshields. You do get some damage reduction from it. I am seeing it, but it's not, you know what I mean? It's, oh, there we go. And, oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? I'm in my main.
I'm reviving you if you don't get him.
All right. I'm good. But yeah, there's obviously the scaling's good, but you need a little bit of power strength, which augmented could take care of that totally. If you use an umbral, you automatically get like 170% strength just from the combination, which is
Okay.
pretty good. You know what I mean? If you use non-umbral, and you use the 55% transient fortitude, you would get a pretty good amount of strength. Like, I think, I can't remember offhand, so I don't want to say, but you get a pretty decent one with that combination. The problem is you have to use more mods. So mod space is an issue when you want stretch, you know what I mean? Oh, he's got, you want to put stretch on there. I'll have to look at my other build, what it is, with the non-umbral.
Oh my god, where's he? Nope.
There we go.
Nope.
Oh my god, he's couldn't get a combo up to bleed him out. There we go. But,
Ooh. I think that was just a lazy combo.
there we go. I'll be right beside you.
Oh, not that guy. Oh, energy.
Yeah, let's work up our. I'm gonna work up my overshield, overguard. Damn, I keep wanting to say overshields. Dude, wouldn't it be awesome if Condemn worked with overguard too?
I think that would be the most broken thing in the fucking game.
I'm like, has anybody tried it? Please tell me it works. No, it's for shields, dummy. Oh,
Well,
okay.
because think about it. If you... Because with, like, shield gate, right?
Right.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
I think my tank's failing.
That's all right.
Because think about it. If you run enough...
Ride your guard up. ride your guard up? Or are you running out of energy too?
No, I think I'm just getting straight one tap, or I'm just not paying attention. I'm probably just not paying attention.
What's your overguard at?
I'm spamming it, but I'm at 13, 19.
You're at
19K.
19K?
Yeah.
Oh, mine's at 16, so 17, sorry. Almost 18 with an umbral setup, so yeah, you should be able to keep it fairly good. Oh, what the? I'm stuck in operator! Oh no, it's doing that thing, dude. I'm recording too. It's doing that thing where I can't even turn my operator right, and I can't get out of operator. Oh, there we go, I got it. Oh, I'm stuck. It is acting not buggy at all. Must be my AMD processor.
Yeah, something like that, right?
And my 4000 DDR5 memory's too slow. I should have 64 gigs instead of 32.
Dude, was it even worth it going from DDR5 to DDR4 in your opinion?
You mean DDR4 to DDR5?
Or DDR4 to DDR5?
I don't know. All I care about is if my game runs smooth, but that's not going to happen, apparently. Because even as fast as frame rates you get, doesn't matter what video card you get, you always get little slowdowns over stupid shit. You know? So I'm like, did I set up, let me see my memory profile, my, you know, because I was using the memory profile 2 and I switched it to memory profile 1, and I think it's a little bit better, but it's weird that in my MR17 account I'm not getting the shuddering that I get in my main account. So is it because there's more stuff I'm using in my main?
I don't know, dude. Like,
Or is it my options that I chose?
I've done some stuff, and it's kind of helped.
I've seen your videos on your setup. I've tried that.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is like the stuttering thing has gotten pretty bad in the past couple of months.
Yeah.
I used to not get it at all, like literally zero.
I have the 5800. You know what I mean? I have like one of the best processors you can get.
Yeah, that's a strong one.
So it's like, this is Warframe. People say they play it on like Commodore 64s and shit. Or they used to. Oh, I gotta run.
Okay, we got that guy. Which one am I looking for?
Shadow of
this one.
Violence. There we go.
Okay, we got all of them.
How you do it? Watch your overguard.
Yeah, I'm trying to spam it.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep mine up. That's why I want to get another energy shard this weekend. If I get one, you know what I mean? Because that's the weakness, is you need to have that energy to keep your overguard up. I will say I love his package, and not in a totally gay way, just like semi-gay.
Yeah, it's
As I drink my Bud Light.
yeah. I like his kit. Yeah, no, it's a solid kit.
Dude, I really do. I like it better now than the first day he came out.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I mean?
super comfortable.
Yeah. Like, I'm trying to think of who, like, I like certain Warframes. I really like their packages. Try to think of whose package I like better. I think I really like his package. I'm trying to think of who I use generally with their stock package. No helmet. Not like not on a day-to-day, totally. Because I think even on my Necros, I use Gloom on Necros. Just because it's so damn good on him.
Yeah.
There's like Neja, who I've got several builds for, several Nejas.
Okay.
Trying to think who's. Oh, see, even Varuna, I took off one of her powers.
Okay.
I can't get out of my operator again.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel little hiccups. But
Yeah.
obviously I'm host.
I'm good. I'm back, but I've got energy. But yeah, it's you know what I think it is? I think it's just steel paths sometimes is a lot.
Like in terms of like resources?
Yeah,
It might be.
because this doesn't happen in normal gameplay. It's mainly in mod and like heavy, busy steel path. You know,
It could be like the number of drops. Somebody was
Maybe.
telling me that like the pruning that Warframe tries to do doesn't happen that well with like the
Yeah.
drops itself. Because I know when I've done like a long run for like a farm setup, one of the biggest improvements to like network quality was bringing like a Necros, but helmeting greedy pull onto them. So there was never any drops on the ground, right?
yeah.
And when we started doing that for like our camp setups, like our resource farms, dude, almost all of the connection issues went away.
Hmm.
You will all share in this bounty. Hold out as long as you can.
Bubble boy. Did you dump it?
Dump what?
The bubble?
Why was
yeah,
it on
you
me?
did. No, it's on the ground.
I can't tell if it's on me because I'm still wearing my
Oh, I just
special
got one.
ephemera that my special ephemera.
Yeah. I'm starting to get one shot by that volatile eczemus bullshit.
Yep. I got you.
But hey, 2 hours feels really comfortable now.
Yeah. Ooh, I got hit so hard at my operator. I kind of. Oh, come on. There we go. They just gotta come out with like a way to make overgating a good, you know what I mean? A more, since shield gating turned out so great, you know what I mean? If they're gonna use guard, overguard, then they've got to be able to make, I mean, a copyable mechanic for overguard.
Wait,
I
make a
mean,
copy of it?
no, I mean, like if this invincibility or iframe that they're adding in here, it might be enough. But from what I understand, they're gonna add even possibly more with the overguard. Like, so right now it scales at, this percentage, but they might even make it scale better.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, I don't know if you heard about this. DE kind of wants me to be a spokesman.
Oh, really?
I'm kind of a big deal. It's
What
just,
are you gonna be talking about? Warframe for the old ladies.
No, I have heard that though, that there's still, it's not just the iframes they're adding a little bit more. Possibly a little bit higher overguard than what is right now. Although I think honestly with the iframes it might be enough. Right now I feel like it's better than an Aros.
Oh yeah, it feels way better than an RS.
And Nidus doesn't, have shields either, and you can do a lot with Nidus. Nidus is, as long as he's got his stacks.
Yeah, true.
Problem with Nidus is sometimes you play with like certain warframes that take away his stacks and everybody's killing, and then he becomes very punchy. You know what I mean? Oh.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to call it soon. I'm getting
Yeah,
a huge
I just
FPS
I got rolled as my operator.
Ew. Yeah, my frame rate is a very, very steady 43 right now.
Your actual frame rates?
Yeah, it's a very, very steady 43 right now.
Ooh.
On a 165 monitor.
Okay. All right, let's get out of here. But it's been a great video, and I love playing with you.
Oh yeah, anytime, dude.
Yep.
I just wish the circumstances were a little better.
I think there's, like let's end this on a positive note. We love the Davari experience.
Yeah.
I think it was a great thing. Kalarvo is a good Warframe. What the hell are you? Oh, this guy's here. Oh, I think he bubbled me. Let me.
It's Torment. He would have silenced you.
All right, I think he silenced me. But anyways, let's get out of here. I do think good things, and I hope for the best for DE. I think they need to do like a prime time or the one they do the dev stream.
Yeah.
And just explain why they are doing things they do so that people don't take it the wrong way.
Man, to be honest, I'm just surprised they don't have anything in place that could prevent somebody. Like, say, you're not allowed to do anything that makes Warframe look bad, right? There's no policy anywhere that if somebody was being absolutely malicious about it, that would allow them to put a stop to that. Like a court order or something, like a cease and desist. They can't do anything like that where it's like, hey, you're actually making shit up. Why does it need to be in the EULA? Is there not some law?
Right. Well, defamation, but I mean, it's an entity, so I don't know how that works.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a big ass difference between DE fucking up and everybody saying DE fucked up, and defamation, which is literally just throwing bullshit against the wall, trying to find something to stick. If you fuck up, people can clearly say you screwed up. Not now, because it means you'll make DE look bad. They also need to not make themselves look bad. Like, they need to be the number one person following that. Don't make themselves look bad.
Right.
Stop worrying
Right.
about me making you look bad. You don't make yourself look bad, right?
Right. Right. Yeah. I mean, there's a responsibility there. So there's a responsibility they have to the consumer to provide a product that is stable. Now, that being said, when they bring out a release, and they know, you know what I mean, like how they disappear every Christmas, and there's the, I get it. Go for your vacation, whatever. I don't do that at work.
I don't
But
disappear for a month.
no, no. It's funny how the roles have changed as DE has gotten bigger. They pretty much act like rock stars, and it's like, guys, you're providing a service to the community. You can't do that.
Well,
And
the thing is,
expect no backlash.
have you ever looked at the Warframe section on like YouTube or even like Twitch or whatever?
Of course, that's what I watch.
If you look at basically the top 1,000 clips, if you will, with very few exceptions, most of them are the Warframe channel itself.
Yeah.
In terms of like a creator ecosystem, Warframe is like 90% of it. When you look at like the stuff that goes on, like if you look at on YouTube, if you search Warframe, and I'll do it right now. Search Warframe, and I'll do filters, and I'll do view count. No view count. Okay. It's Warframe music, a mashed video from 6 years ago. Music, Hildren Prime Access, music, trailer, 10-year anniversary kickoff video, music, Excalibur versus Raiden Death Battle, whatever the hell that is.
That was great.
Oh, was it good?
Death Battle is a channel basically where they always like do these theory type things of taking different characters from different games and putting them up together.
Okay.
And Excalibur kicked the shit out of Raiden.
Okay.
Just so you know, that's a big thing. So yeah, I was happy to see that because one, it's a big draw for DE.
Well, I would hope Excalibur won, seeing as Warframe sponsored the video.
Well, and that's, of course, a lot of people did have something to say about that as well.
The ultimate in pay to win.
Yeah, right. But DE has done a really good job of navigating through free to play versus pay to win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because people always like people that want to shit on DE say, "Oh, it's pay to win." No, it's not pay to win. Not compared to other games.
Yeah.
You can get through the content. Yes, it is time gated. It is, they want you to pay. They have to make money to keep creating. So you have to be understanding of that. But they are not evil. You know what I mean? They are very giving as a company. So I want people to take away from that, you know what I mean? What it is. You do need to call out companies when they become too greedy, when they are doing wrong. I don't mind the bugginess, but laugh with the guys. Don't say you're not allowed to say it.
No, and I completely agree. Like, they've made jokes about this stuff in dev streams.
Right.
Like they'll make a joke about like a meme or something that the community's going on about.
Yeah.
And it's sort
And
of like, okay, it's a work in progress. Like it's one of the more charming things.
it is one of the more charming things about Warframe. You know it's not a finished product. So yes, we can take jabs at it and laugh together. We can get killed because your game is not quite done
Yeah.
ever. And we will put up with that. But don't tell us how we're allowed to think.
And yeah, I completely agree. I think that's where they cross the line is like, oh, you're not allowed to make Warframe look bad. It's like, okay, well, if this is what we're doing, I need a forum, like the mother of all forum posts
Right.
describing exactly what you consider making DE. Like,
I
what are the
want
pre-approved thoughts that we're allowed to have when we make videos or
I
talk about
want
it?
Megan to see this video, and I want them to react.
This one, they're never going to. We're 2 hours into this.
Well, yeah, that's true.
They'll
But
never react to this.
I no, no, but I mean, I'd like to see a dev stream where they cover their EULA, because I think more people should do videos like this and react to the EULA. Maybe somebody bigger will take the chance, but I think it's only us little guys that'll
Yeah.
take the chance and say, basically, F it. You know, this is how we feel. We love DE, we love this game, but we don't think we should be told exactly, these things unless you put them out there for your protection, and you're not going to enforce them generally unless somebody goes way above and breaks, conduct rules like way above,
Yeah.
then it should never be enforced. I
No,
get
it,
I get protecting your ass, but to say I'm not allowed to make Warframe videos anymore because why? Because I'm a small guy. I don't think that's fair. You know, so or you
yeah.
or it, I don't want to say his name, but there's bigger content creators that make videos that come across when he's not in the greatest mood or not feeling well, and he comes off and calls DE out. They need that to be true to who they are and keep in line. There has to be people like that that say, hey, DE, great job, but you fucked up this.
Yeah.
Now fix it.
Yeah, I
Right?
don't think they want to hear it. Like the language that I've seen from like people that have dealt with say like support. Like I got a small taste of it. Like I'm not even saying what I went through was bad. But do you know what I mean? Like it's a jargon term. But do you know what I mean by like the royal we? Where
No.
it's like have you ever heard like the queen talk where it's like oh when she says like oh we think this, she's talking about like the royal family
Okay.
where it's like when I'm sensing like people trying to elevate them to like the what is it like the White Tower and use like elevated language. So
Basically, the Oricans.
yeah, DE is like the Orokans, right?
Right.
But it's like when they're talking to you, like you're supposed to digest what they're talking about. You're not supposed to be thinking as like a consumer. So it's like you could be malicious and say like, "Oh, they're trying to establish a EULA to make us better victims." Like if you really wanted to be malicious in how you describe it, but you can't say people can't review Warframe. It's literally protected speech. If somebody does like a YouTube video and reviews Warframe and goes, "You know what? Uh seems like they're having a hard time over there. There's lots of bugs. Game came across this shit. This is my user experience." They can't turn around and go after the person's YouTube channel. Like
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
or
I
like ban their account. I mean, obviously they literally can, but like the optics on that would be garbage.
Right.
So why put it in writing? And the new EULA basically says they can ban you if they don't like what you're saying. It's like, you can address what somebody says. This doesn't fix bad PR. What fixes bad PR is not having something that's worthy of bad PR. Like, when I was thinking about it when I was getting my pizza so we could talk and the soda,
Yeah.
I was thinking about which has caused more damage. If you think about all the things that like have been like high labels for Warframe, right? Do you remember that ad where it was like 50 million registered users or something like that? Where it was like they hit like the 50 million people have tried Warframe. I bet if you rephrase that, the amount of people that have tried Warframe and have left Warframe because of Warframe itself would be astronomically higher.
Yeah. But and this is, going to put me in that fanboy type cult, which I'm not a fanboy. I because I'm a realist, right?
Yeah.
The thing is yes, a lot of people do leave Warframe, but it's for many reasons.
Yeah.
Um, one of them is the grind, hugely. It's not pertaining to leaving Warframe because of one, or there is a lot of people that have left Warframe, and it's mainly because of content deserts that have happened over time,
Yeah.
and the grind. I think they've gone a long way to fix. Like, okay, so in my second account, which I'm totally honest about my second account, I have a second account. I spend as much money in that account as I do in my main. It is easier now. I just farmed Revenant through the circuit, right? I wasn't
Yeah.
even going to get Revenant, but it's more mastery. It's better to farm Warframes there than it is to go for the RNG. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I do like certain things they're changing about the game. There's certain pluses in their corner. The EULA, I like I said, we're gonna keep on beating on this, that they need to come out and state why, what are their intentions on certain parts of this EULA. Will they generally not be enforcing a lot of this? Is it just for their projection? That's what I want to hear as a consumer.
Okay.
But then I also want to see what comes of this EULA.
Yeah, it's got to be backed up with actual action, not just.
Right. If you start enforcing it like um uh you know uh what's his name, the socialist killer there,
Mao
Stalin.
Zedong. Oh,
Yeah,
Stalin.
that
Okay.
Stalin, right? If you start acting like a baby Stalin and going around and just pegging off people you don't like because you've got a EULA that says this, you know, I've been playing Warframe for over 10 years now, and I've been playing it before this EULA ever existed. You just came out with this EULA yesterday. I'm not going to lose all my content and say, no, I don't agree to this EULA because you've forced me now to sign this EULA to play content that I've been playing for 10 years and paying money to,
Yeah.
you know? So I think it's unfair if you're going to enforce it like that. Now it's your content, it's your game, do what you want. And I always say that, when you're playing and you're modding and you're having fun, you don't have to do it for the meta. It's your game. Do it for what you want. If you want to go kill stuff stupid, that's great if you have fun. But this is involving the whole community now, the decisions that you make, DE. So
Yeah.
anyways, we'll see how it pans out.
Yeah. I think that's a good video. I'm gonna hit record now. or stop record. All right.
Yeah, that was a good warm up. I'm gonna hit record now. Let's do it again.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, another 2 hours a month.